Stop waiting to be your ideal self. Did you know that you don't have to wait to be your future self? What does that even mean, be your future self? Well, we often think that if we want to achieve something and feel a certain way, that we first have to actually go out there and achieve the thing before we can give ourselves permission to feel as though we already have what we want. So there was this recent Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary where he talks about every night before bed, he would visualize himself being a world-class bodybuilder. And all around his room, he had posters of all of his idols on the wall. And every night before bed, he would look at those posters and he would imagine himself winning first place on the bodybuilding stages. And when he finally did make it to those competitions, he just stood out from everybody else. Now, it wasn't just because he had like a world-class physique, but it was how he carried himself. He carried himself as if he'd already won those competitions, and he ended up winning. So because he had rehearsed in his mind so many times and saw himself standing on that stage and winning first place in these competitions, it just seemed so natural and inevitable to him that when he actually did make it to those stages, he just drew that to him. He manifested his vision of the future. And the truth is, we can do that too. The problem is that we just spend the majority of our time focusing either on what we don't want in our lives, or we don't think with any intention about what we want for ourselves in the future. Most people don't think that much about their future, and so they just kind of live every day, day to day. And that's fine, but if you're watching that, you probably want more. So how can you start to feel like your future self today? Well, all it requires is a little imagination. Albert Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. And that's because with our imaginations, we can go anywhere we want. Knowledge is limited, but imagination is unlimited. So instead of using your imagination to think about what's wrong in your life or your problems or what might go wrong, start to think about what you actually want to achieve, who you want to be, what you want to create, and start connecting to that future vision with emotion. Start to feel as if you already are that person. You've already achieved that goal. You're already in that place. And when you do this, when you combine a thought, intention, with an elevated emotion, that could be optimism, that could be excitement, that could be love, joy. When you combine these things, you literally change your energy. And we are nothing but electromagnetic beings. We emit energy into the universe. So if you're operating from the energy of the person, the future you, that already has what you want, you are sending a very specific vibration out into the universe, and life has no choice but to mirror that back to you. That's just how life works. And you can confirm this in your own life, because when you walk out of the door and you feel great, life reflects that back to you. And the opposite is also true. When you feel crummy or you feel down, you feel depressed, your energy is contracted and negative, you tend to just get that right back. And if you stay in those energies, whether positive or negative, life will deliver. So ask yourself, how often are you using your imagination? And what are you imagining? Are you spending the majority of your time imagining things that you don't want? Or are you busy thinking about what you do want to create and spending time connecting to those future visions emotionally. So let me know if this resonated with you. Leave me a 1 in the comments, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.